Hello and welcome back. So, we are at the Pilgrim's Rest. Hello. And we're looking for the Pilgrim's Notes. I said I'll explain why I think Aquilus is the Pilgrim later, once we've found all the notes. So here's the crux of my troubles. To accomplish anything, I need to work with other people. I need assistants, I need workers, I need hands. As we work together, they inevitably ask questions I can never help and I can never help talking. It starts instantly enough, then they want to understand how someone who believes in science can also believe in the divine. Or they have their own misunderstanding instilled by some borderline religious remnant. My weakness is my inability to let alone. I want them to understand, so I try gently as I might to nudge their minds along the right path. Then there are follow-ups and followings. The trouble is I genuinely care for these people, and it would be so much easier if I didn't. A last bit of peace. A piece of peace. Is that anything? Is that funny? Why am I trying to be funny? Have they driven me mad at last? Is there a difference between writing to myself and talking to them? The former certainly seems more acceptable than the latter. I recall again that my mind is my own, and that even if it only exists, that is sufficient for me to believe in everything else. Unity has restored me once more. This time I act alone. For now. Myself is a formidable opponent. I should have expected as much, but vanity is, thankfully, not among my vices. Regardless, it turns out our time spent in solitude is, in my case, time of a very sick man, or whatever it is I have become. I don't like this person. Today, in a soft voice, my assistant asked me if there's anything above the unity. It was all I could do to keep from shouting that I could scarcely comprehend the misunderstanding that would lead to such a question. It was asked honestly, and I answered the best I could, but if even my closest confidant here can fail to grasp the most basic of these truths, why am I bothered to explain any of it to any of them? Every word that drops from my mouth gets gobbled up, misheard, misremembered, misunderstood, and mistranslated before I can issue the slightest clarification. People are necessary, but people are madness. I attempt to withdraw, to go off alone, to commune with unity in my own way. They followed, of course, they followed. Yeah, that's a problem most people come across. You try to explain what you want, and the stupidity of humanity gets in the way. People never listen to what you say. They're just using you to verify their own beliefs, rather than trying to listen to you to learn from you. The credulous simplicity of mundane humans never ceases to amaze me. My worst instincts, the evil spirit, draw me towards a form of contempt for them, but I remember that I am privy to that which they are not. I cannot and should not judge them for a lack of vision when I know very well the blinders which obscure their sight. I once wore them myself, after all. I hope for their sake that they may someday understand, but for my sake I wish to be left alone.
I should have packed a sweater. Or 10.
It's not that cold, Barrett. I find myself thinking about his various pasts and possible futures. I imagine continuing on the road, acquire more power, more knowledge, more development of myself. I imagine passing through once more to another world, begin the process anew. What is noble here, that road does not seem gratifying. Every step is one of intrinsic reward. I feel myself anticipating the pleasures and seeing a more contented version of myself in the future. Then, for the sake of considering all possibilities, imagine if I took a different path. If I stopped running, stopped seeking to gather my own power. If I instead embraced the twinges of compassion I feel in my heart, and let myself care for these people who seem to gather about me whenever I try to work. If I simply lived and taught and perhaps brought others to the light and died. That road also seems gratifying. I also see a contented version of myself in that future. Here's the difference though. When I stop thinking about the glories I could achieve for myself, the pleasure fades nearly immediately. When I stop thinking about staying and building something, the feeling endures. There's something more sustaining about it, more fulfilling. I don't know what the difference signifies, but I'm grateful for the time I've taken to notice it. Right. If you came seeking the right answers, what you'll know the question to ask. What is the unity? I return your question or question. If you've read my writings, what is the burden of your people? People were necessary, but people are madness. Who is your most formidable opponent? Myself. Where does the enduring contentment come from? In stopping and embracing compassion. If you came here seeking the true meaning of unity and you still wish to find it, there's one final piece of myself in the next room. I found my own answer a long time ago, but not in the way I was expecting. I hope your journey brings you the truth. I don't know what the correct answer is, I might never. Increasingly though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here, in this world, in this time, the more I think it's precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me, so I won't have to run. I can actually build something with the intent of instead of scrambling to fix something that others create in my name. I can be something beneficial. I can be something beneficial. I am leaving behind that other person. This world has no place for him. Let him die. Let me live to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything must find its beginning. On Hyla 2, the island hides the scorpion, and the scorpion's sting hides the truth. So he knows that even if he stops, there'll be another hunter. It's interesting, because looking at it now, knowing the answers, that text has different meaning. He knows that even if he stops being the hunter, there will be another hunter. There's always a hunter in the universe, whether you like it or not. There's always an emissary and there's always a hunter.
The target's shields are down! Back online!
Engaging a UC ship? Bam! Down goes their grab drive.
That was pretty touch and go there for a minute. Not everyone would have stuck their necks out for a patrol. Thanks. Any way we can repay you?
Credits.
Transferring credits now. Thanks again for the help. UC out.
Everything checks out. Landing initiated. Ready when you are.
Alright. So this Keeper Aquilus is the hunter who retired. See, that makes more sense now. Yeah. But how he knew exactly what I was looking for when I asked him about the Unity. Like, he seemed to be trying to guide us. Holy shit, it was not over water last time. Especially since that water's contaminated. Go away, you. It's not exactly what he meant by a scorpion sting. Anything else? You want to try it on too? Anything else? And that's the Unity right there. Well, an interpretation of the Unity. Now let's go see our hunter. Oberon free. Oberon free,
Fluff
okay.
stuff fast. Get out of here. I'm anxious.
It can't be. You found me. I knew I made the right choice in letting you go.
Keeper Aquila sent me to find the true meaning of Unity. What do you mean?
Oh, please. Did you think I couldn't have found you again? Extinguished that little spark of competition for the artifacts before it grew stronger. I wanted to see what you would do. And I haven't been disappointed.
Anyway, Keeper Aquila sent me to find the true meaning of Unity.
You did. Now it's all starting to make sense. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you. I can speak for myself.
Hi, Sarah.
Constellation ship. You weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace. And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
Fine, I'll begin docking. Who's the second Starborn's guarantee my safety?
Let's just say they're very dedicated to stopping me from getting the artifacts. So if you don't trust me, well, they're your next best bet. I know your encounters with our kind have not been pleasant, but we are here to talk, and you deserve answers.
A ceasefire meeting and a Starborn at war?
Not a bad description, actually. We'll explain when we meet. In person.
Okay, I'll begin docking.
Good. See? We can all get along. For now.
Yeah, it's got a weird docking procedure.
Ship is now docked. Perfect.
Hello! Hi, Sarah.
Hello. Again.
Hello, Pyrrhus.
You emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
All I wanted was to talk. You attacked us.
Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for our... The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For you?
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
You're talking in circles. I came to learn about the Unity.
Yes. Let's talk about what really matters.
The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
You've really come a long way since the Welcome to Constellation speech, haven't you?
It can't be you. I saw you die.
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the lodge to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
So this Unity is where the artifacts are from, the temples?
They are all connected.
But both of you are trying to keep people from it.
I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I
What's
attacked
the...
your launch because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
You've been to the Unity multiple times. What does that mean?
It means I've seen thousands of universes, collected their artifacts, been to their temples. You have a small taste of their power, but it keeps going.
Keeper Aquilus? No, some other version of the same person.
You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks, to give up, to appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
Whatever war's going on between you two, I want no part in it.
You're already in it. With artifacts.
Oops.
I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine, or the Hunters.
I think both of you are wrong.
Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
Yeah, dude, I am not siding with either of yous. Never have, never will. Oh, I can't access his locker.
I'm sure you have more questions. I know we are not the same people we met in our universes. Still, it is good to see you again, old friend.
What happens when you enter the Unity?
It's not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you. Offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion. Or is it testing us?
So she thinks that's a Unity talking to us. Who was I in your universe? What was I like?
Different. I never know who you are when I meet a new version. But so much of you stays the same. It's hard. But each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me.
So you try to protect the artifacts, keep them from being abused.
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
What exactly is the armory?
When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn.
And each Unity is unique to each universe, maybe.
The emissary and their kind only want to control you.
See, he notice he calls it emissary and their kind. What is the Unity to you? Why kill for it?
Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it.
Why did you attack us?
I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you.
After you attacked the Lodge, you let me go. Why?
To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own.
It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
You called the emissary a hypocrite, why?
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do.
Here's a point.
I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge.
You had this meeting because of me?
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept tending. And it's bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
Right. So, there's one thing you can note from that
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here, to open the way.
Earth's moon in the Sol system?
Yes. I will say no more.
Thank you. All I ever wanted was answers.
And I am sorry we have not always been forthcoming. I hope you will see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
Right, that's going to be a hell of a long mission.
I'm sure they're sad to see you go.
The moon one is a hell of a long mission. But we can do part of it, the part on the moon. The part on NASA is going to be long. To get through that entire dungeon will take some time. I might need to do that for a full 5-part episode recording. Depends on how it takes me. I mean, I won't be going through this time looking for everything
Hard
there.
to underscore the impressive architecture of New Atlantis, right? I've been here hundreds of times, and it never ceases to amaze me. Lost in my thoughts, but okay, friend. Till next time.
Right.
This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Hello, everyone.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity.
It's the centre of a multiverse. We're building a way to it.
Wait, say that again? Multiple universes?
You can't possibly mean what I think you mean.
Hate to be the responsible one, but the big bombshell of what we're actually building here might need another second to sink in. Want to go over this whole multiple universe thing for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
You were there, Barrett. I met a version of Sarah. She told me the Unity creates the Starborn, and they can cross universes.
Explains why the Starborn want the artifact so bad. Get them all, and you've got a gateway to infinity.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation.
This is our mission, to go into the unknown.
You're right. We have to see the Unity for ourselves.
You know it. Now, once everyone's head stops spinning from all of this, we can get back to work.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen. These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn.
Thanks, Vladimir. I'll follow up on these.
Catch a smile out there.
Hey, now the party can get started. I'm here if you need me. Just say the word.
Right, okay. So next episode we'll go to the moon, and then possibly we'll do NASA afterwards the next 2 episodes. It depends if I can get through it or not. But we'll see you then. So, see you later.